How much does this chimpanzee have in common with human beings? Scientists are trying to find out as they work to solve one of the most perplexing mysteries of all time. They are seeking out new clues in ancient fossils. And with experiments in ultraviolet exposure, they are attempting to recreate mitochondrial DNA may be descended from this common ancestor. She would not have been the sole founder of the human race.
We don't feel that this data proves or shows that there was only one woman as a founder. There are certain aspects of the mitochondrial DNA inheritance that could well result in many founding women's mitochondrial DNAs being lost. And this can be easily understood by just thinking about the inheritance. Let's take, for an example, two women, one of which has two daughters and the other of which has two sons. It's clear that the mitochondrial DNA of the woman that had two sons is now lost to all of history. So we are unable, from just looking at the lineage of today's mitochondrial DNAs, to deduce exactly how many founding women there were. Depending on parameters such as population size and other factors, this number could be a small number up to number in the thousands.
This is not exactly a modern Adam and Eve story about our origins. Although only one woman gave us our mitochondrial DNA, many of the other women of her time contributed the nuclear DNA that exists today. Yet only she would have spawned all the mitochondrial DNA that each of us carries. If this is true, it has powerful implications for our understanding of human history.
I think one of the things that I found most personally exciting about our discovery of a single female lineage of mitochondrial DNA is it showed how closely related all of the different people on our globe are to each other, and that in fact we really are part of one human family, all of which tracing back to a few human ancestors.
Sometimes, as science struggles to address the fundamental issues of our evolution, more questions are raised than answered. The theories of our distant past, based on contemporary genetic samples, are still very controversial. But the study of our origins has always been one of radical ideas and startling upheavals. Human history is constantly rewritten as evidence grows and interpretations change. We may never learn every chapter of our evolution, but we now know that in addition to all we can discover from the fossils, each and every one of us carries in our genes messages from our past. Messages that may someday reveal the roads that we as a species have traveled.
For a transcript of this program, send $4 to Nova, Box 322, Boston, Massachusetts, 02134. Please be sure to include the show title. To purchase film or video copies of this program for educational use, call toll-free 1-800-621-2131. In Illinois or Alaska, call Collect, 312-940-1260. Major funding for NOVA is provided by this station and other public television stations nationwide. And by Allied Signal, a technology leader in aerospace, electronics, automotive products, and engineered materials. and the Johnson & Johnson family of companies, supplying health care products worldwide.